guys, how you doing? Minasan konnichiwa, my name is Lisa, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be back to ReZero Season 2 Episode 7. Things are getting crazy. Elsa is just so scary. She's back and apparently working for some kind of client, and we don't know who that client is yet, but hopefully they'll reveal that soon. And there's just a lot going on. I think for now Frederica is safe. Like, they weren't really trusting her before, also because of the thing with the crystal and everything, but even herself didn't understand the thing with the crystal, you know, it wasn't her doing. So that's still a question left as well, like who tampered with the crystals. And also the thing with Betty at the end, like Subaru was actually prepared to fight to the death and then start over, but then Beatrice saved him, which he didn't expect and didn't want maybe. So we'll see how it's gonna continue. I'm definitely very excited, so without further ado, let's jump right into the episode. So let's go. Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. He's bleeding so much. Oh, meaning Rem is already killed. Oh, she's healing him. Oh. Oh, she was so shaken by it. Like, just one time she's doing something out of kindness, you know, she actually saved him, and, you know, he just gets angry because of that. Damn. Yeah. Betty. Oh. Oh, the Bible. That was already an intense beginning of the episode. I just feel bad for Betty, you know. Commanded by who? So she's also... So she's also part of the witch's cult? Is that what it is? I think she's lying a little bit. Mother. Yeah, I think she's lying a little bit. I mean, she actually cares. She actually cares about Subaru a little bit. Or maybe a lot even. But like she has to pretend like she doesn't because I don't know. There she is. How did she get in the room? Yeah. And he still died. Back to this moment. Oh, here we go again. Oh man. I feel so bad for Subaru. Now he has to carry that traumatic experience as well. Can he stay calm in this situation? Okay, yeah, they're going quicker through everything this time. The whole discussion. His whole conversation with Emilia. Okay, he's surprisingly calm in this situation. Otto's being sharp. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, surprisingly things are not going the same. Yeah, they're siblings. As if we don't, as if we couldn't predict that, you know, they look so much alike. Okay. I like how she talks like an old granny, you know? It's so cute. Okay. Nice. Okay, so he sees that Emilia has to face her past and has to overcome it, but he's also saying that this is not necessarily, it doesn't have to be now. She's a full beast, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That would be like the only option left. Oh. Okay. Is it a different plan from before? Mm-hmm. So now what? He just said it was useless. Oh, those nails. They're even sharper than mine. Oh, again. With the smell. Right, because he restarted from death already twice. They're not trusting him because of the smell. Again, we've already been through this a couple of times, you know, first also with Rem and Ram. You know, they were also very distrustful of Subaru because of the smell. Oh. This is bad. He's not even allowing Subaru to die, so he can't do anything right now. He's just... Oh. Oh no. Yeah, because Otto knows that they had a talk. What's that purple thing? And even if he restarts by death, the smell's gonna get even stronger, so it's not gonna help anything, you know? It might even make the situation worse. Yeah. We've never seen Beatrice so emotional before, you know? And I believe that she's saying the truth, that she's really like following what's written in the gospel. But at the same time, I also believe that she really cares about Subaru as well. And that's also the reason why she saved him. Even though she's saying herself that she doesn't understand. Who's that? Is that Ryuzu? Yeah, that must be Ryuzu. What did she give him? Just a bit of food? Damn, all these flashbacks. Is it Otto? Otto! Wow! 3 days! Oh, then I understand that Subaru is like thirsty. Okay, she's been trying. Yeah, but still without success. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he declined. And then how did he find Subaru in the end? Just by coincidence? Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Otto, he seems very nice, but it's also a little bit suspicious. He's like, friend? He's like... Who's friend? Yes! Okay, okay, Otto, you're cleared. I trust you. Okay. I like how Otto is getting a bigger role every single time. Like in the beginning, I just thought he was this minor character that we only saw like once or twice, you know? Oh my god. Actually, this is a big thing, you know. Subaru has never had any real friends, you know. He must be really happy though. See, he's even crying. Even because of laughing, or maybe because he's really happy. Actually, I think the episode title was actually Eugene, as in the name. Because when you look at the Japanese characters, it's not the characters you usually use for friend, you know. It's actually the name. Oh my god. I don't know. For like this episode had many surprises, and also at the end, it was surprisingly wholesome. Actually, the way um Subaru and Otto kind of like established their friendship. It was cute. It was very cute. Even though we started off this episode very, very intense, you know, very serious with Beatrice and Elsa, and also the whole confrontation with Garfield is also quite intense, you know, and very serious. Oh wow. Helper? Who's the helper? Ram! Yeah. Did you see that? Oh my god, Garfield's definitely gonna transform into a beast as well. Anyways, this was episode 7 of ReZero Season 2, and there's a lot to talk about this episode. Actually, most of what I wanted to say, I already mentioned it during my reactions, I feel like. Like, for example, the thing with Beatrice, the way she's interacting with Subaru. Subaru was really trying to figure out her motivation of it, like why she's acting the way she is towards him, like why she saved him. He was really trying to pull out her motivation, and then he discovered the gospel of the witch's cult, and she was really treasuring it. And that kind of confirms that she's also a believer of the gospel. I don't know whether that means that she's also like part of the witch's cult. I don't think so. She's just a believer. It doesn't mean that you have to be part of a certain group, you know. But as I've mentioned, I also believe that part of her motivation also because she just cares about Subaru, you know, after everything they've been through together, all of their silly interactions. There's no way that she doesn't feel anything towards him, you know, that she just acts purely because of what's written in the gospel. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's also why she answered with, I don't know, because it doesn't make sense to herself either, you know, why she's acting so kindly towards Subaru, why she's saving him, because it doesn't really align with what's written in the gospel. That's why she's so confused about it, and that explains that she's also acting out of her own emotions and not just based on what's written in the gospel. So I like that. I'm sure there's still like more to Beatrice than they've shown in this episode. Like they're still keeping a lot of things secret, but for now I'm happy that we got to know her a little bit better. But yeah, even though she tried to save him, Subaru still got killed by Elsa in the end. So that's when he had to restart, and I'm glad that they've like sped up through a couple of things that they've already shown before, but then they slowed down again from the parts that were different from before. So for example, how Garfield acted, that was different from before. So he took Subaru away separately towards Ryuzu, and yeah, they had that little conversation. Subaru explained his own plan. He mentioned that he already cleared one of the trials. And yeah, they were not happy with that. And I'm not really sure what their reason for that is. Like, they're still being secretive about it. But I think part of it is that they don't want the trials to be cleared. I think that's the only, like, logical explanation I can come up with at the moment. You know? Like, they're just seeing someone actually clearing the trials, and they're like, oh damn, that's not supposed to happen. I think that's what they're thinking right now. I'm not really sure. Like I said, there are still many secrets, so that's why Subaru got tied up in the end. You know, he's not getting killed, and I find it impressive that Garfield didn't want to let Subaru kill himself either, because if Subaru did that, he could have restarted by death. But yeah, he wasn't allowed to. And I'm thinking like even if he died and started over, the smell of the witch would just get stronger and that would just work against him. And at the moment no one has died yet, so I feel like Subaru has no need to start over yet. Like he still has to try his best in this current attempt. But yeah, then we had Otto come to the rescue, and I'm still wondering how he ever found Subaru. Like Subaru was not supposed to be found, right? Like everyone was looking for him, the whole village. Even Ram couldn't find him with her powers. So I'm just surprised how Otto could find him, even if Otto was on the run himself. You know, it's I find it quite surprising and a little bit suspicious how he managed to find Subaru, you know. But that aside, I still really enjoyed their interaction. And even myself, I was a little bit suspicious to see why Otto was helping Subaru. But it's just because they're friends, you know. And I'm fine with that explanation that just clears his name right away. It's just too sweet to suspect that, you know. I would be devastated if Otto still turned out to be a traitor or some kind. That would be horrible. I don't want that. So for now, I'm just trusting Otto with him saying that he just sees Subaru as his friend and that's the reason why he wanted to save him. I just find that acceptable as a reason. But I think it's a bigger deal than they actually made it seem in this episode, you know. Subaru being called a friend by someone. I think that's actually like the first time, you know. I'm not saying that Otto is like Subaru's first friend ever. I mean, we've seen how Subaru got along with a lot of people in his real life as well. But then he slowly started to become a shut-in. So he started to lose contact with everyone. And in this world as well, like he didn't really make any friends, you know. Like maybe you could consider Ram, Emilia and Beatrice as his friend, but I just find it a bit different. Especially Emilia, she's more of like a romantic interest of Subaru, but also the others, like they're not that close to him. It's hard to explain or describe what a friend actually is, but when you look at like a real friendship, I would see maybe Ram. Like Ram would be the closest to Subaru as a friend, but even Ram, she saw Subaru as also a romantic interest, you know. I'm not saying you can't be lovers and friends at the same time, but if you really look at someone just as a friend, then I would say, you know, Otto is probably the first one, at least in this new world, to Subaru. And I think also because Subaru just sees himself still as this scumbag, as a loser, he's just surprised that someone called him a friend, you know. I think it's a combination of all of that made this a bigger deal than they made it seem, you know. I just felt like, okay, cool. Subaru made a friend, a real, true friend in this world. So that's also why I really want to trust Otto, you know. I don't want to see him betray Subaru in the end. That would be like heartbreaking for me. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about this episode. I'm just curious how it's gonna continue. I think they've lost a lot of time because Subaru has been locked up for 3 days. So they lost quite some time. But now Otto and Subaru are trying to escape with Ram's help, and I think the 3 of them are gonna head to the mansion, and we'll see how they're gonna deal with the situation and Elsa's attack this time. So I'm very curious to see how that's gonna turn out. But that was my reaction to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're curious to see my other reaction videos, please check out my channel and subscribe. And if you cannot wait to see my reaction to the next episode, you can already find on my Patreon. So if you're interested, please go check it out. You can find the link in the description box below. So in any case, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.